Hallo und willkommen zurück zu 3 Minutes to Midnight. Gut, wir haben den Napalm-Behälter, Napalm vom Militär qualiert. Schauen wir einfach einmal.
Ugh, what the hell was that slop you just served me? If I have to eat food from Mike's while I'm stuck here, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, that wasn't from Mike's. That's the transition food we feed new prisoners to prepare their systems for Mike's cooking.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna puke. Well, I hope I'm gonna puke. What am I gonna do now?
You could start by shutting up, trying to sleep here.
You can unjustly imprison me, but you can't keep me silent.
You're gonna be difficult, aren't you?
Well, if you're gonna lock me up for no reason, you should at least give me a real bed.
You should appreciate what you have. You can't imagine the things you'll miss once we transfer you to prison.
Why? Do they not have beds there at all? Why aren't you laughing? What aren't you telling me?
Relax, Hardy. You'll find out when you get there.
Oh, come on, at least let me make a damn phone call.
Hat er noch da
I
einen Monat
already
gemacht?
told you, the lines are down. No calls can come in or out until they're fixed.
And, how's that going, huh?
Just go to sleep, Hardy. You'll be able to make your call in the morning.
Look, buddy, you clearly work hard and have a lot of dedication to your job. Now, I think someone with your work ethic deserves a little treat, don't you? So, let's make a deal. I give you one of my fine products for free, and you help me out.
Well, I guess if no money changes hands, it might not exactly be bribery, so... You wouldn't happen to sell back scratchers, would you?
Well, of course I do. Only the most advanced top-of-the-line models, naturally. Interested?
Oh, I'm definitely interested. Tell you what, I'll bring you some real food tomorrow in exchange for one of those.
You got yourself a deal. No, I can't sleep surrounded by so many vermin.
Ja, Mann.
Don't worry. They tend to migrate over to Mike's around midnight or so.
Oh, that's, good, I guess. Just out of curiosity, how often do you clean this place?
Clean?
So bored. Oh, I guess I'll just take a nap.
Oh, good night then.
Yeah, sure. Good night.
I would rather let them sleep.
Okay.
To my friends at the sheriff's office, enjoy our assortment of flavors. From very aged chocolate and mustard olive to grated durian and your favorite strawberry. Ha! Strawberry. And remember, broadcast a pickup code for a limited time offer.
Ugh, the paper is so greasy. I cannot read it. I hate this idea, but perhaps we should talk to... Michael. Perhaps he will help me shed some light on how Amos is spending the police department's budget.
To my friends at the enjoy from very to great. Ha! And remember.
Ugh, I hate... Mike. Perhaps he will...
Okay, was haben wir mit der Ausspiel mit den Steinen?
Collecting rocks now. Perhaps the ones in your head are getting lonely?
Jetzt sind die überall. Okay. Währenddessen in Mikes Imbiss. Oh oh.
Oh, look at him go! Nearly brings a tear to my eyes seeing a happy customer for once.
Man, it looks like crap, but it tastes so good. Oh, God. Ni mi abuelita could surpass these.
You know, you got a surprisingly good taste for a food truck guy.
Hey, where's your waitress? La Rubia. She brought me all of this, and I didn't get a chance to thank her.
Waitress? What waitress? She's on vacation. And I don't have any blondes working here.
Huh? Then who brought me this food?
Good question, because I didn't.
Oh.
I left the counter to look for some seasoning, and next thing I know, you're stuffing your face. I figured you were so hungry you just grabbed it yourself.
Huh, weird. Well, thanks, Diner Angel, for bringing me this amazing food.
Greetings, Taquito. I hope you enjoy eating this special meal as much as I enjoyed preparing it. In case you're wondering, this is not one of Mike's dishes. This is one of my family's very special recipes. It is made with simple ingredients: beets, potatoes, some fresh thyme, and revenge.
Oh, that does sound good. I should probably write this down.
Oh.
Ay, mi corazoncito.
Mi corazón.
Now, while you exhale your last breath, remember that you brought this upon yourself when you killed my father. Buen provecho, pendejo! The scarlet bird has killed her prey.
Und er lässt ihn dann da einfach liegen. Ewig lang. Mit Betty war mehr
I
tagsüber
don't
hier.
think I want a copy of that recipe. That was a weird message, huh, pal? Taquito, you okay? You're not moving much there. Hey, Rocco, looks like Mexican's back on the menu.
Oui.
Michael?
Ignore her, Mike. She'll get tired and leave eventually.
Michael?
Cricket noise. Cricket noise. Nobody here but crickets.
Michael?
Whoosh. I think she's gone now. Why the hell does this keep happening to me? This guy didn't even eat my food.
War er nicht liegen lassen, weil Betty sieht nicht etwas bei Betty tagsüber.
Man, he's a lot heavier than he looks. Don't think I can drag him to the grinder. What the hell is in those tacos he eats? Cement? At least he still smells like tacos. I won't have to season the meat. I guess I'll just chop one limb off at a time and use it to infuse my stock. No. Last time I tried that, everyone whined about finding toenails in their soup. I could break them down and then throw them in the grinder like a cow. Ah, damn, the grinder's broken. I shouldn't have lent it to Mr. Cooper. Wait, is that a tooth in my grinder? What the hell did he use this for? I should call the Oh, it's got a gold filling. Jackpot. Thank you, Mr. Cooper. This tooth reminds me. I haven't seen Carmine Gold Smile Lombardo in a while. Hey, Rocco, come here. I need your help.
Ach, die Kakerlake.
You got any ideas about what to do with this?
Again, I told you I didn't want to do this anymore. That said, you got some hot sauce?
You
Dat klinkt dit
disappoint
wel
me,
een ding
Rocco.
van Men in Black.
Any chef worth their salt would know this would taste better with yogurt sauce.
Die Kakerlake.
Who's eating this guy? You or me?
Neither of us, if I can swing it. Now, help me figure out what to do with him.
That's a shame. I hate to see good food go to waste. I don't know, boss. What do you think?
If we got a blowtorch, we could roast his meat right here in the booth and carve him on the bone.
But then you'd roast the booth, too.
Roasted booth. Now there's an idea.
Why don't you just salt him and hang him up to dry out? Like in Spain with the hams.
Yeah? And where am I gonna hang it, eh?
I don't know, man. Get creative.
Maybe I can just carve off thin slices, like a carpaccio.
That would take forever, and we'd probably have to shave him first.
I think the easiest answer is probably just to throw a sheet over everything and put an out-of-order sign up.
As you should have learned by now, a sheet won't hide the smell of a corpse. Oh, I got it. We'll just leave the windows open and close for 2 weeks. By the time we come back, he should have dried out. Then you can turn him into jerky.
I don't want to close for 2 weeks right now. Where would we go anyway?
We've never got back to New York like you always said we would.
I can't now, especially with Mayor Swamp Witch in a bad mood. Hey, what was that thing Ben tried to explain to us once? Sashimi?
Sashimi?
Yeah, that! He said people paid a lot of money for some cold raw meat.
What's with you and cold raw meat? Carpaccio, sashimi, blah. Look, why don't we just leave him there?
Leave him there? Well, let me think. It would make us look busier, and that always draws more customers.
We could even dress him up for holidays. Bunny ears at Easter, giant turkey costume on Thanksgiving.
Maybe we should just put him in the taco trunk before anyone notices. Lend me a hand, Rocco.
Forget it, Mike. You were right. This guy ain't going anywhere.
Hey, Rocco! This gives me $1 million idea.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Ja, dat was
Just
compleet.
hear me out, would you? We dress him up like a health inspector and hang him from the burger sign by the neck. That'll scare the real ones away.
Yeah, and also we could stake him through the heart.
Now you're talking.
I was being sarcastic, you idiot. If we did that, we'd end up in jail before you could say, "Ay, caramba."
Hey, why don't you think of something if you hate my suggestions that much?
How about you hit yourself in the head and pretend someone broke in and tried to kill you both?
Nah, Amos said he'd start finding me after the first time we tried it.
Man, that guy just does not understand business negotiations.
Maybe it's time I resurrect my ventriloquist act.
Mike, I don't know how to put this, but I'm a cockroach, and your ventriloquist act is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
That was ages ago. I've improved. Here, watch. Come to Mike's Diner, the finest eatery in town. Well, don't take my word for it. You ain't the competition. I'm Taquino Vasquez, and I think everyone should throw my tacos in the trash and eat at Mike's. So, convinced yet?
Boss, that was the most...
Ah, crap. Hold that thought. Keep an eye on this guy, would ya?
Sure, boss.
Hello, Mike's Diner. Nope, actually, you can cancel that shipment. I got a new source for gravy. I don't care what you do with it. Take it back to the sewage treatment plant for all I care.
Registreert hij net zoals?
Can you hold for a second, Dave? Hey, I heard that. No snacking. Bad, Rocco, bad.
Oh.
Anyways, Dave, instead of that gravy shipment, maybe you can bring me something else. You got anything that can dissolve a corpse? Dave? Hello? He hung up on me. You believe the nerve of that guy, Rocco?
Oh my God.
Rocco! Hey, what's wrong, buddy? You don't look so good. Oh, crap. How much of that guy did you eat?
Just the pinky.
Rocco! Come on, pal. You've eaten worse than survived. This is nothing. Remember our trip to New York? We'll go back one day. I promise. I swear. Stay with me, buddy. I'll cook you one of those red pizzas you love.
Wait, it hurts. Oh my God.
Was passiert denn da?
6,827 children. I love them.
You know how much those telegrams cost? Can I just tell one of them and have them spread the word? No, no, no! Rocco! You were my best friend! I'll never forget you, pal! I'll name a dish on the menu after you! I'll name a dish after you! Hot damn, I got an idea!
Så det är en svärd.
All right, that's next week's special lined up at least. But what can I do about the stiff? I think I'll just leave him in the booth for now. I've still got a couple of days before the smell of corpse takes over the other smells in here.
Michael?
Ignore her, Mike. She'll get tired and leave eventually.
Michael?
Creak! Creak!
Okej. Ja. Wow, aufregend. Wie immer. Wie schauen wir hier aus? Immer gleich. Die ist jetzt auch einmal gegangen, ihrer Wege. Aha.
Just imagine, we could set you up in a real furnished house.
Too much space, too much stuff. I like my closet. It's cozy, and I got a real short commute.
I admire your loyalty, Mr. Buckingham. However, I have something to offer you that I know you won't refuse. A brand new, shiny, enhanced broomstick.
I'm listening.
They call it the Widowmaker. It's the newest military-grade broomstick. It has every feature a man of your caliber would want. It even works underwater.
You should have started with that, Smarty Pants. Could have saved us some time. I accept nothing. My loyalty is to Mayor Barrett, no matter how many toys you dangle in front of me.
May I just ask, what about that woman inspires such loyalty in you? She orders you around like a dog and treats you horribly.
It certainly sounds like someone is jealous of my management skills.
Well, that explains the smell of brimstone in this office.
Oh, that's probably me. Sorry.
Good evening, Mayor Barrett.
Future former Mayor Hart. How dare you drop in unannounced and violate the sanctity of my office. And not only that, but you try to poach my right-hand minion. Left-hand minion.
Someone has to stop you, and that someone is going to be me. It's only a matter of time before everyone sees you for what you really are, and then... Sic Semper Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah, you tell her, sweet cheeks.
Wrong side, Joseph. Friendship and loyalty cannot be bought, Ms. Hart. And even though Joseph is indeed free to do as he wishes, he would never work for the likes of you.
You know what, Mayor Barrett? You're right. It's Mr. Buckingham's life, and it's his choice.
Huh?
We'll let him decide who to work for. Come on, Mr. Buckingham. Break those shackles and choose for yourself. You know what's in your heart, don't you, boy? Is he okay?
Joseph is far better behind the scenes. Put him on the spot and he freezes up. Luckily, I can answer for him. I find joy and value in the very nature of my work. Compensation only cheapens that.
It does?
Joseph, do not interrupt when I am speaking for you. I am very happy here, and so I must decline your offer.
God damn it! Why does this always happen? I offered Amos triple the average salary to move to Corona and be our sheriff, and he declined! I tried to convince your friend Maxwell to open his bar in my town, and he just laughed in my face. Even that idiot daughter of yours defends you, although I can't understand why she would bother. How? How? I don't understand why everyone is so loyal to you!
This is an absolutely shameful display, Miss Hart. I am embarrassed for you. It truly is unfortunate. You had so much potential.
What?
You have the charisma, intelligence, and ruthlessness that every good politician needs. But you made one terrible mistake.
What mistake?
You chose me as your first opponent. Ambitious, but foolish.
Why can't I ever beat you? Even when I have you dead to rights, why can't I win? You're just...
Always just a few steps ahead. I know.
Welp, I'm bored of all this squawking. And, I've got a memorial to attend at the high school. You two have fun. I'm out of here.
Så liv.
Now that he is gone, we can get down to the real matter at hand.
Wait, you mean you...
Directed the conversation in such a way as to make him get bored and leave? Why, yes, I did. What part of always a few steps ahead did you not understand?
But why?
Because family matters are better dealt with in private. Do you not agree, Layla Hartman?
Ah! Dat is...
You knew?
Oh, is het de haat?
I will admit that I did not at first.
Betty?
You have changed greatly since the last time I saw you, little bunny.
I don't like being called that.
You used to love
Oh,
it.
is dus toch de meid?
Yeah, 20 years ago before
Yeah.
you abandoned us.
Ze is die tweede
How could
dochter,
you
hè?
do that? We were a family.
Look, your father and I always had our differences. We just had very disparate outlooks on life. Politics, social issues, whether to have stuffing or potatoes with dinner.
Yeah, I remember, but that's no reason you had to stop talking to me. I was just one town over. You couldn't have come and seen me sometime?
You have to understand, Layla. After I left your father, things were very difficult for a long time. And when I moved back here, I became extraordinarily busy.
With your stupid political career.
And with my offspring. She required so much special care and attention as a child. I barely had time to change clothes and brush my teeth between raising her and my career. I streamlined my wardrobe to nothing but scarlet pantsuits just to save a little time.
I hate that I can't argue with any of that. Still hurts like hell, though.
Oeh.
What have you been up to? I cannot imagine a bright young woman like yourself has spent the last 20 years in Corona.
No, Dad sent me to boarding school for the last few years of high school. And then I went to the University of Hawaii to study law.
That is my alma mater.
I remember, yeah. And when I lived there, I met my best friend, Jack. He owns a beach-themed bar in Helena, Montana now. After I left Hawaii, I worked for the governor of New Jersey for a few years.
By Jefferson's secret brood. You despise me so thoroughly, you almost became me.
Except scarlet is not my color. I look much better in crimson.
Why did you choose to pursue politics?
After you left, Dad took me to one of your
Ja, is
speeches.
je eens die moeder daar? Wat
I
is dat?
was
Wat een-
mesmerized by how the crowd
Schon,
looked
oder?
up to you,
Ich hab
how
immer,
much they
er kann ja
loved
auch
you,
Kind
and
gehabt haben,
then
aber schon das klingt
I
immer so, als wäre nur die
Oh,
Stieftochter
how
gewesen.
sweet. You knew you wanted to be like...
I wanted to crush you, humiliate you in public, and take everything you've ever achieved away from you.
Perhaps I spoke too soon.
But in all that, it turns out I really enjoy politics. The verbal sparring, the speeches, the wheeling and dealing, oh, and the paperwork. Especially the paperwork.
How odd. I have never felt this feeling before. I am proud of someone other than myself. Why is your father here after all these years?
He is? Classic Dad. He only tells me what he thinks I need to know.
That man does not share much, does he?
I think it's just hard for him to handle how similar you and I are. I don't know if he hates it or if he's secretly proud.
Yes, if it were only possible to read that man's face. Tell me the truth, Layla. How much dirt do you have on me?
Well, what is dirt anyway? Isn't that in the eye of the beholder? What one person considers scandalous gossip, another might...
So, quite a lot, I take it.
Oh yeah, tons. Dad started compiling information about you over the years, and I read all of it. A few times.
By Harrison's gubernatorial failures, what is he planning to do with it?
I don't know. Sometimes he reads it and sighs to himself when he thinks I'm not looking.
You must have something a bit juicier than what you have already told me.
Well, I didn't want to have to bring this up, but the Eagle Sanctuary?
Yes, very unfortunate that we lost the funding to keep it open. It was a sad day, but that is hardly dirt.
Yes, very unfortunate how the place burned to the ground after you lost funding. That wad of cash you got from your insurance company must have been no consolation at all.
Oh, the money was nice, but knowing the Eagles flew away safely is comfort enough.
Flew away, huh? You know, Mike served a really tasty fried chicken special every day for a week after that. And it was so cheap, too. Only $1 for a huge bucket of chicken.
I played the fifth!
As do I. I cannot believe Michael had the right idea for once. How do you feel about pranks?
I think they're childish at best and destructive at worst.
I could not agree more.
I'd imagine not after what happened to that tour bus last week.
Yes, Pardon me, what?
You know, when Betty took down the road closed sign near the canyon, 30 European diplomats, their interpreters, and the bus driver, all gone. You'd better find her a lawyer. One that speaks at least 5 languages and has experience with clients on death row.
No one said... That girl! Oh no, not you too.
I said pranks were childish and destructive. But I never said I didn't like them.
Well, this conversation certainly has been enlightening. I realize now that I owe you an apology, Layla. I am truly sorry about the past, and I will not disappoint you again. I promise. Now, enough sentimentality. We both need to get back to work.
Back to work? What do you mean?
You see, with a few exceptions, members of my family have always held power in high places. What would you say if I offered you that opportunity?
Shouldn't Betty be first in line for that?
My offspring has many good qualities, but she does not have the temperament for politics. You, however, have the potential to be great. I would like to help you realize it.
You aren't messing with me, are you?
Consider your term in Corona a training exercise, and I will mentor you in everything else. With my help, you could one day be the governor of our fair state.
And then, someday, the president?
Not until I've finished my second term, dear. Now, why not spend next weekend here? We need time to get reacquainted. And to start planning our long-term strategy to establish a new political dynasty.
Oh, okay. That sounds nice. I'll come over next Friday night. Mom?
Mom? What's going on here?
Well, this is awkward. Should you tell her or should I?
Tell me what?
Offspring, I am your mother and would never want to say something that might upset you. So, Ms. Hartwell, see you at home. There we are. One more crisis averted. Now, where was I?
Schau mal, das hätten wir vielleicht sogar übersehen können, aber...
I have nothing.
Eventuell. Aber da haben wir nicht hingemusst, okay. Und jetzt weiß ich, man bin mir nicht sicher, ne, aber könnte ich mir vorstellen. Aber was ist, wenn wir einfach losgezogen werden?
There is no...
Und das Napalm benutzt hätten.
Beloved members of the congregation, it breaks my heart to leave you all so soon. But I have been called to a most holy mission. Father Jenkins and I have decided to join the church's eternal crusade against sin, vice, and depravity. Father Jenkins is relocated to Havana, while I will be sent to the most blasphemous places on earth. Rio, Amsterdam, Cancun, even the cesspool of vice known as Sober Island, Canada. I will minister to the likes of showgirls, topless dancers, pit bosses, and other lost souls. Bless you, and God keep you all.
Good riddance, I say.
P.S. If you're concerned about your immortal soul in the meantime, you can submit confessions through the mail. P.O. Box 666, 1801 South Pecadillo Road, Las Vegas, Nevada.
666.
Please only send the juicy ones.
He would risk the police tracking him down just for the sake of gossip? Well, at least Jenkins is probably safe. Although if he truly did light out for Havana without saying anything first, well, robbing a bank will look like an act of kindness compared to what I will do to him.
So was es los.
I love it when a plan comes together. Man, who'd have thought a fussy old man like that could land a Cuban bombshell? Which reminds me, now that the FBI's gone, I should get the hell out of this stupid town already. But hey, no one knows I'm still here. The door's locked, and I've got a lot of wine left. Yeah, I guess I could stay for a few more hours. The big question now is whether I tell the sheriff what happened or not. I know what to do. Hey, Big G, if you want me to tell the sheriff what happened to his wife, send me a sign. Oh, great. I'm hallucinating now. You know what'll fix that? More wine. This altar's a lot comfier than it looks. And a nap never hurt anyone.
Okay. Ich komme gesoffen.
Hello, Benjamin. You appear to be distressed. What happened?
Don't you play dumb with me. You know goddamn well and good what you did.
That chain is Linda's property, as you know very well. What do we call someone who takes someone else's property?
A commie. But that don't change the fact that my whole dang life's going wrong. I can't find my pet rock. DeLuca drank all my moonshine, and Miss Nancy left me for your boyfriend.
Wait. Miss Peterson did what?
Oh, so old stupid band knows something the fancy mayor doesn't, huh?
Benjamin, tell me exactly what you know about Lincoln and Ms. Peterson, now.
Okay. Nancy and I had a date. When I got here, old hound dog Porter was already talking to her.
He must have hit his head harder than I thought. Perhaps I should give Stalin a call and have Ms. Peterson called back home.
Who that? The mayor of Maine?
Sure, let's go with that. Now that we have cleared that up, you should probably call it a day. Go spend the night in your gas station, and I shall have all this cleared up by tomorrow.
Hell no! You political types always say tomorrow, but this has got to happen now! Either you get me back in my house tonight, or I stay here until Max runs dry!
I shall see what I can do.
Oh, this tastes like piss.
Nimmt einen Schluck.
Whoa,
Welcome to the Kamehameha, your tropical vacation just around the corner.
I still can't believe you work at Mike's. I mean, he barely even pays you.
Linda, working for Mike isn't about getting paid. It's about sending Mom a message.
By the way, what's with your mom rehearsing her speeches naked in front of the mirror?
It builds confidence, of course. Would you care for a demonstration?
Mom, stop embarrassing me.
Hello, offspring. Are you enjoying your evening?
It's Betty to the likes of you.
I can see you are going to be difficult today.
Like you wouldn't believe.
Are you planning another prank?
Shame on you, Mom! Always thinking the worst of your own daughter and her friends.
If you are not planning any mischief, what are you girls talking about?
Don't worry, Portia. I won't tell her about tricking Max into setting the curtains on fire.
Oh, no, wait. I would actually like to hear about that little plan.
Well, we were gonna spray some gasoline on the curtains and ask Max to do his fire trick. See, if the bar catches fire, everyone will leave. Then we can have it all to ourselves.
You know what, offspring? I would honestly like to see that.
You too? No catch. Awesome!
Oh my god, Betty, there's always a catch with your mom. It must be a trap.
No, of course not. I only...
Trap!
Offspring, I demand you come clean about the origin of that coffin. Where did you get it?
I'm holding on to it for Mr. Cooper.
What?
Don't worry, it's only until... What did he say? Oh yeah, until the investigation ends and the heat is off, whatever that means.
I insist you tell me the truth about where you got that coffin.
Ja, kent in
The
broer.
stork brought it.
Stop being silly. The stork brings babies, not coffins.
Well, obviously one of us is wrong.
Will you tell me the truth about the coffin now?
Lincoln brought it in. He said you left it at his house after your last date.
Come now, be honest. Where did you get that coffin from?
Mike threw it out last Tuesday. He said I should give it to you.
Tuesday? Wait. Michael serves the mystery meat special on Wednesday, does he not? Offspring, I will only ask this one more time. Where did you get that coffin?
Fine.
Ja,
It begins with Betty Anderson, a plucky teenager, as she travels home after a wild night of...
after a wild night of book club, when a weird old man with pale skin and a long white mustache invited her over for dinner.
Please do not tell me you let a stranger lure you into his home for dinner.
Of course not.
What kind of idiot do you take me for?
I only went because he told me his castle was full of shinies.
Anyway, it turned out to be a real snooze.
Not one shiny thing in sight, except for the guy's creepy red eyes.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, and that's not even the worst part. He just wouldn't shut up about you, of all people.
Something about you and Bucky almost killing him a few years ago. He went on and on until sunrise.
Eliza this, Bucky that. Meh.
Anyway, I got pretty sick of sitting in the dark, so I pulled the curtains open to let some sunlight in, and when I turned around, he was gone. Just a pile of dust in his chair. I looked all over and couldn't find him, so I left. But I did find a cool souvenir.
The coffin.
Yep.
One last thing, Offspring. Could you close your eyes and show me your neck?
Hey, no stakings in my bar. Vampiric curse or otherwise.
Offspring, I would like you to accompany me on a little stroll.
So you can ground me again? No thanks. Besides, I haven't even done anything to be grounded for today.
So that project to turn one of Roscoe's grain silos into the other kind of silo...
How did you know? Portia's right. I'm not saying anything else without my lawyer present.
I am your lawyer. Look, leave now and I will pay for your drinks. And your friends' drinks. Deal?
They already put it on your tab, Eliza.
I do not have a tab.
Well, you have one now. And it's due on Friday.
What?
Offspring, you know I would not ask you to leave the bar without reason. Just come and speak with me a moment and...
Hold on a sec, Betty. She wants something from you. Let's use this to our advantage. Okay, Betty, this is your chance. Just like we practiced.
Miss Barrett, I am unable to cooperate with your request until I know what's in it for me.
What do you want, Offspring? A twonky?
Wow, a whole twonky? I mean, a twonky would be nice, but I think you can do better.
How do you want to handle it? The quick and easy route would be to offer her something. Of course, we could try to sway her by having a personal conversation, but you know how I despise those. It might be easier, and certainly more fun, to just embarrass her into leaving. I am willing to answer some difficult personal questions in exchange for your departure.
Oh, really? Then maybe you could explain why you never call her by her actual name?
Oh, yeah. What's with that?
Why do I not tell you about your progenitor instead?
So you can tell me some bogus story and make fun of me like everyone else does? Forget it.
What are you talking about? What stories?
Oh, I've got stories for days. Between that reporter lady, Roscoe, Amos, Father Jenkins, Bucky, Miss Dixon. Hell, not even the president will give me a straight answer.
Tell me you did not call President Truman just to ask about your father.
Yeah, kinda wish I hadn't. Absolute waste of time. He told me my dad was some guy named Torp Secret. Even I can tell that's a fake name.
How do you even broach a topic like that with Roscoe?
See, I was asking him why broccoli was so freaking disgusting, and he told me this story about how I came from outer space.
So, you are an alien now?
According to Roscoe, I'm the last survivor from planet Brocon. My spacecraft crashed on his farm, where he and his wife found and adopted me. They raised me lovingly, but one day you came along and took me away.
What exactly did that reporter tell you?
According to her, I'm actually a Russian sleeper agent waiting for my orders to bring glory to the motherland.
What orders?
This is a secret, but when I hear my code word, I'm supposed to hug you really tight and then self-destruct.
Do not worry. I would never let that happen.
Aw, I knew you would never let me explode.
Explode? Oh, yes, quite. For the sake of curiosity, what did Dr. Dixon say?
That my father was a pile of chemical waste shaped like a man who deserved nothing more than to rot in the deepest pits of hell.
Oh. What was Joseph's take on the subject?
Said he wasn't too sure, because apparently you were pretty popular back then. But his money is on a guy named Lucifer.
Preferable as that may have been, that is not the case.
Yeah.
What was Amos's explanation?
He didn't answer. He just kept talking about chipmunks. Honestly, Mom, I think you need to give that man some vacation. He's kind of losing it.
I agree.
Yay! Vacation!
That Amos is losing it. That is all I agree with, however. Out of curiosity, what did Father Jenkins tell you?
He said there was no dad.
The what now?
According to him, I just spontaneously appeared during a stormy night after you all got drunk and decided to play around with that weird book you keep hidden in your office.
That would actually explain a lot. But sadly, it is not the case.
Regardless of those tales, I am perfectly willing to tell you about him.
Uh-huh, sure. So who was it this time? A monkey? A coconut? Santa Claus?
Please listen to me. Your father is none of those things. He is...
Look, Mom, just forget about it, okay? I don't want to hear any more stupid stories.
Have I been a good mother to you, Betty?
Jeez, Mayor Barrett, what's wrong with you? You never talk to her like that. You dying or something?
Wait, are you?
What? No, I'm not dying. I just wanted to...
Oh, thank God. I can't believe you would scare me like that. I thought you were...
You know what? Finish your drink, go home, and we will continue this conversation in the morning.
Oh, okay. Mom, I just want you to know, I want you to know something. But before I say it, I just want you to know that you don't have to say it back.
I love you too, offspring.
Okay. Ja, ich würde sagen, Freunde, hier machen wir mal Folgenende. Und wir in der nächsten Folge dann weiter. Dann müssen wir hier noch schauen, was wir da Neues machen müssen. Ich sage auf jeden Fall danke fürs Zusehen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.